Welcome back to Charisco Crypto. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's discuss. Let's discuss Bitcoin. Let's discuss crypto. Let's see what is happening in the crazy world of crypto, guys. So, guys, the market is slightly down today, so we have a little bit of set off. But guess what? So we still have a lot of positive news that is still happening in the crypto space. So we still show that, so the market is still holding strong. So with Bitcoin deep down slightly to $114,000, but we are recovering back up. The market have been trading sideways, so it's money, but you don't have to be scared. So don't have to be fearful. Yeah, you are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome, guys. So see the chat boom. If you have any question, drop your question on the chat. So let's discuss Bitcoin. Let's discuss crypto. Let's talk about everything else that is happening in the crypto space. So for sure, the market is totally decimated today. Most of the altcoins are down. I totally understand that. So more chaos in the crypto space following, President Donald Trump, he posting a more tariff in, not just Europe, in, most countries today. So it's doubling the tariff that is already imposing in different countries. So guys, we still have a lot of positive news. MicroStrategy, which just bought $2.4 billion worth of Bitcoin a few days ago, they are raising another 4 point something billion dollars to buy more Bitcoin. So GameStop raising more money to buy more Bitcoin. So due to the market deep down today, so I decided to take, as I always say, not just because of the tariff. Guess what? So almost $1 billion just get liquidated as well. So we show that more people playing with leverage. So which is one of the things I keep saying. So don't play with high leverage as well. So you all know, so since to be, most almost $1 billion get liquidated for sure, the market will deep down as well. So even me myself, so since I see that the market is slightly down, I decide to play with some leverage. So which as you guys can see here on hype liquidity, we will be looking at it later. So I'm slightly up with about almost about 8.3%. So I decide to play with small leverage. So we'll be coming back to that maybe during the Q&A. But so you guys can see, so the market is slightly recovery back up. So Bitcoin dipped down slightly to $114,000, but now we are recovering back up. So let's see what is happening in the crypto space, guys. Share the stream with your friends and family. So let's discuss Bitcoin and crypto together. So I totally understand the market is down. You guys can see. So Ethereum went down below 3,600, but now slightly recovery back up. I logged into it between $3,600. I decided to log. So you guys can see SRP still holding strong more than Ethereum. I believe that is because Ethereum has been up huge over the past few days. So we'll be coming back to the altcoins as well. So first, let's see. You guys can see here. Yeah, you guys are welcome. So, guys, as you guys can see, so Trump origins weapons and new tariff. So so as you guys can see, President Trump imposing a new tariff in global trade. So many countries, not just not just Europe, imposing a more tariff in different countries once again. And this is what this contribute to what is bringing the market down. The tariff war, the chaos. So this is causing more chaos in the crypto space right now. So the market is totally decimated. So following the tariff war and the about $1 billion that get liquidated. That is because a lot of people being bullish and trading with high leverage. So, which is what I've been saying, don't trade with high leverage. So any money you are playing with leverage, you have to be make sure that you are willing to lose them. So which as you guys can see here, just like as me myself play with like a 10% 10x leverage here. So which I'll be zooming in later, you guys will see better. So 10x leverage here. So, but guess what? So the market, let's say this estimately liquidation is between about, $3,000 in it. And guess what? It can happen and you will get liquidated. So, guys, a lot of things happening in the crypto space. Let's see. Switzerland So Tariff shock with about 39%. So President Trump imposing about 39% tariff in Switzerland. So you guys guess what? So not just Bitcoin that is down today, even if down, which I will be showing you guys right now. So the stock market is down as well, So Bitcoin still holding strong. So Bitcoin still holding strong, trading above 100. Bitcoin trading above $115,000, it's still a good hold. Guess what? 96% of Bitcoin's investors are still in profit. So I don't get it why a lot of people still being afraid today. Day like today, you have to embrace the market by DCA, buy more and hold for a long term if you want to invest in Bitcoin and crypto for a long term. For sure. So a day like today, you need to buy more, which is why even if a season, so the CEO of Binance, he said that you will use crypto sooner than later. So you will use crypto and Bitcoin and crypto sooner than you think. That is because so Bitcoin is taking over the world. So the revolution of Bitcoin and crypto is taking over every part of the world. So which, if you guys can see from here, guys, how are you all doing? So, guys. Taking us here, as you guys can see, Dow tumbled more than 600 points. So, not just so following the week's job data. So, the U.S. Job data is it came out less than expected, following the tariff spark. So, as you guys can see, so the tariff for, as you guys can see, not just Bitcoin that is down today. So even if the stock market is down, the automobile market is down following the tariff war as well. So you guys can see it from here as well that the tariff is keep getting crazier than before. So and you all know that yesterday was the deadline when President Trump imposed in Europe, and guess what? It's hitting them harder than before. So which take us here, so, guys, let's see what is happening in the market. So, which take us here, as you guys can see. So, this is a Bitcoin surprise profit, as you guys can see. So, if you are a bit scared today, you have to think again. So, why will you be scared that Bitcoin is still trading between $115,000? So, around 96% of Bitcoin supply are still in profit, following a grassroots, as you guys can see. So, 96% of Bitcoin supply, they are still in profit. So just like 4% of Bitcoin supply are in loss. So why will you be scared today that a Bitcoin is trading between, $115,000? So guys, yeah, stay tuned. I have a lot of good headline to share with you guys, and I'll be showing you guys my leverage trading as well, and you guys know. So let's discuss Bitcoin. Share the stream, share the stream, share the stream with your friends and family. Let them know about Bitcoin and crypto. So now that the market is down, it's a good time to buy. So not when the market is hitting all-time high, not when Bitcoin is up huge, hitting all-time high. It's not the good time to buy. But a day like this, when we have a pullback, it's a good time to buy. So you guys can see it here. You know, Bitcoin percentage supply. So in profit is about 96%. So 96% of Bitcoin supplies are still in profit. Following this is grass node. So show that grass node is still showing that 96% of Bitcoin supply are still in profit. Just that 4% of Bitcoin supply are in loss. So that's because Bitcoin went up high to $123,000. Now it's slightly down. So no, you don't have to be scared. A day like today, brace the market. DCA, today is Friday, Abi. Yeah. So I will be keeping it short so that you guys can go and enjoy the weekend. But, let's go through most of the important headlines that show that for sure the market is still holding strong and Bitcoin is here to stay. So, guys, guess what? What Sailor is doing, the CEO of Strategy. Strategy released a Q2 financial result, 4.2 billion STRC, offering to buy what? See who get it here. So breaking Michael Saylor strategy to raise 4.2 billion to buy more Bitcoin. So strategy, just like last week, not even up to last week, that Thursday, Tuesday, Thursday. So that was when strategy bought 2.4 billion in Bitcoin. So, but guess what? Today, they are saying that they are raising another $4.2 billion to buy more Bitcoin. Michael Saylor is saying that he want to hold at least how much in Bitcoin? He want to make sure that he's holding up to like $100 billion in Bitcoin. That is because as of today, they are now holding between about $74 billion in Bitcoin, more than 3% of total Bitcoin supply. So strategy, they are not sleeping. Michael Saylor is not sleeping. He keep buying and buying and buying. That is because he believes so much in Bitcoin. He totally understands that the financial situation of today, the financial system today, so you know, so it keep taking away our buy power. So one of the way to hedge against inflation is to make sure that you are holding a strong asset. So an asset that has a limit supply like Bitcoin. So not like the asset that has unlimited supply, the fiat, the government money, which they keep printing and printing and printing. So which just a single pen, they can just sign a single deal, just like as President Trump impose more tariff, in Europe today. He will just decide to sign a deal, boom, to print more money into the system. Don't forget, he signed, a deal a month ago to print 3 point something trillion dollars. They have not even print them yet. That is more money that keep coming into the system that come here to take away or buy power. So you guys are killing me. Cubana go save money in that water. No be laugh. Trump still manipulating the market. I don't think it's manipulating him. I think President Trump is trying to protect his country, which is necessary for this tariff, which President Trump is imposing, is that he bring more money to the United States. You guys who don't understand, we think that is one. So he this tariff of 18 bring more money to the United States, guys. So this tariff of 18, so it bring more money to the United States. So that's because so Apple now when they are manufacturing, so they manufacture most of their iPhone from China. They manufacture most of their Intel from different countries, which they pay less taxes and import those iPhone to the United States and sell them in a higher price. Now with this tariff, in order for you to be able to import those goods which you manufacture in other countries to the United States, you have to pay for those tariffs. So because you don't want to pay the taxes in United States, you take the company to another country. So because of that, for you to import those goods there, that means you have to pay for those tariffs. You get that? So it's simple. So it's one of the way to bring more money to the economy, for the United States economy. So guys, strategy raising another $4.2 billion. They have not buy yet to know that. So Bitcoin is trading between $115,400. But I want you to know that Michael Saylor, despite today they are holding a strategy, which is Michael Saylor, the CEO. Despite today they are holding 74 billion plus in Bitcoin, but guess what? They are raising another 4.2 billion to buy more Bitcoin. Not just strategy. As you guys can see here, Meta planning to raise additional 3.7 billion to buy Bitcoin. So Meta Planet, they are raising more money to buy more Bitcoin. They are now holding at least about 70,000 Bitcoin. But guess what? They are planning at least to raise another 3.7 billion to buy more Bitcoin. More people keep buying. So which is why I keep telling you guys that, I think, even if, so if history is on our side and the market will deep down, next cycle, because we are in the last phase of this cycle, so next cycle should have been starting at least early 2026, so which we are already in the parabolic phase, the last phase of this cycle. And I think even if the market will deep down, it will deep down like previous cycle. That is because previous cycle we don't have this such huge buy. Despite those Wall Street, those big boys are buying from OTC, because they are buying from people like BYBIT, people like Coinbase. But Coinbase totally understand that, so they will run out of Bitcoin. And then themselves, they will be buying from the open market. So which is why I think even if the market will deep down, this cycle, next cycle, it will deep down like, it will dip down like previous cycle. That's because a previous cycle we usually have a pullback with at least with like a 60-70% pullback. But even if we have a pullback this cycle, maybe maybe with 40-30%, that is what I think it will happen. Because you guys can see what the Wall Street are doing. So in this way, that is how Bitcoin was created to decentralize, but they are trying to make it to centralize, guys, because just BlackRock is already holding more than 3.5% of total Bitcoin supply, which is how much? That is about $87 billion in Bitcoin, if I'm not mistaken. So let me quickly see. So BlackRock, that okay. Today the market is slightly down, $85.7 billion. So I guess it right. Yesterday it was about 87 billion, but just because the market is slightly down today, BlackRock alone is holding $85.7 billion in Bitcoin. So they are trying to at least to make Bitcoin centralized. That is not what Bitcoin is created for. So Bitcoin was created to, at least to decentralize for every common man. What thing is that one thing I still know is that even if Bitcoin head up to at least $10 million per coin, you will always have Bitcoin to buy. That's because you will be buying from the open market. Just like I said, Jack, which is the CEO of 21 Oz Capital, said a few days ago, which I played the short clip. He said you will always be buying in a higher price. That's because so when you want to buy from the open market, so you will not be able to buy in less than how the market is trading. So just like now, if you want to buy, you'll be buying Bitcoin at $115,357. That is where you will be buying from. So guys, let's see what next. Not just I showed you guys just now that Michael Saylor, they are raising 4.2 billion, and MetaPlanet is raising 3.7 billion to buy more Bitcoin. Guess what? Grant Cardone, they just still bought another 100 Bitcoin. He retweeted it on his S account. He said that as Bitcoin pulled back, so he decided to buy more Bitcoin. And today they are now holding 5.1 billion in Bitcoin. So now, 5.1 billion in real estate investment firm, so which is Cardone, so capital buy another 100 billion, 100 Bitcoin, 100 Bitcoin. So what about 11 billion? But they manage about 5.1 billion in asset. So more people keep buying, more people keep abducting Bitcoin. You can see it here. Meta Planet raising another 3.5 billion, and 4.2 billion raising by when? By strategy. So Michael Saylor. So we show you that so more people keep buying and buying and buying. More people keep adopting Bitcoin. So we still have a lot of positive news in the market. We show that so we, yeah, 4.2 billion. So $4.2 billion, by seller. What thing is that they are not buying from the open market, they keep using OTC. So which is why I keep saying that, don't forget when the OTC market finally dry up, where will they be buying from? That is when they will be buying from the open market. That is when Bitcoin will skyrocket to all-time high. So I keep telling you guys this, so for sure, So we may have a little pullback for now. So but you know, don't let it scare you. That's because So what usually brought the market down is when we have more sellers than buyers, and you guys can get it. So just like a day like today, we have more sellers than buyers, and when we have more buyers than sellers, the market will skyrocket. So you guys can see more people keep buying and buying and buying and buying. For sure. Even if my Cancelo is predicting Bitcoin to head up to $10 million per coin, miraculous. Celo is predicting Bitcoin to head up to 10 million per coin in 2040, if I'm not mistaken. So, guys, I want you guys to see this. Not just that the big boys are just buying, they are just buying Bitcoin, but Ethereum as well. You guys can see, I've been showing you guys over the past few days that the Wall Street, they have been accumulating it. They have been buying Ethereum. They have been accumulating more Ethereum, which for here, as you guys can see, BlackRock each share Ethereum's ETF, so saw a record all-time high on this monthly info. So you guys can see hitting at when hitting about $4 billion. BlackRock issue just hit at least a record, just see that a record monthly high. You guys can see, never before. They have never bought such amount of Bitcoin like this before. They have been buying at least, buy at least $1 billion or $2 billion. But you guys can see, it just hit a monthly inflow with about $4 billion Ethereum, which is why I keep telling you guys that the art season, Ethereum is already ready the way. And you guys can see a day like today, the market dipped down, but Ethereum is holding strong. If you still look at Bitcoin, just like yesterday, I showed you guys, yesterday or 2 days ago, I showed you guys the Bitcoin dominance and Ethereum dominance at dominance. You can see that Ethereum dominance is still holding strong, slightly up with about 2 point something percent, when Bitcoin dominance is down with about 3 point something percent. A day like this, a day like today, maybe Bitcoin dominance may be slightly up. That is because the market is have a pullback, and people may be taking profit from the altcoin to Bitcoin. At least may take the Bitcoin dominance up slightly. So, guys, yeah, if you have any question, drop your question on the chat. Smash the like. Make sure that you smash the like. Make sure your notification bell is on as well, right? Because every single day I'm here where I do live stream where we discuss Bitcoin and crypto. And I know today is Friday and you guys want to go and enjoy the weekend. I'll be keeping it short, but I still want you guys to know that we have a lot of positive news in the market that still show that the big boys are buying. And if you want to achieve a financial freedom, you have to make sure you are in the crypto space. Just like a few hours ago, leverage, guys, don't play with leverage. So it's one of the ways to easily lose your money. I still one of the way to easily make money. So I will be showing you guys my leverage trading, which I just take a few hours ago. Yeah, let's see what next. So I keep showing you guys more companies keep buying Bitcoin, Ethereum as well. But which take us here. Each time a day like this, whenever the market deep down, what you need to do is that zoom out. So zoom out and look into the market. So whenever you zoom in, when you zoom in, you will totally understand. Oh, okay, the market deep down. But when you zoom out, but you will finally understand that for sure, Bitcoin is being up, and Ethereum is being up as well. But take us here, as you guys can see, 100 billion in Bitcoins and Ethereum locked by 160 public companies just over the past few months. There have been a buying more companies adding Bitcoin to their treasury, more company adding a Bitcoin to their treasury as well. And you guys know the US already created Bitcoin strategic reserve. They haven't been buying yet, and they will start buying. Their plan is to buy at least 1 million Bitcoin. And you guys can follow Senator City Alumnis, which is a senator from the United States, which is also advocating for Bitcoin on X. If you're on X, aka Twitter, you'll find out that for sure the US they are planning to buy more Bitcoin. So this is an asset that have a mass supply, a limit supply. So 21 million that will ever be in existence. Guess what? More people keep buying and buying. And when one day they go into the public market, the open market, Binance, BYBIT, Kraken, they want to buy, and there is no more Bitcoin to buy. What will happen? That is when Bitcoin will skyrocket. The market is still slightly that following, long-term holders and taking profit as well. Few days ago, I'll show you guys the long-term holders supply chart, which show that sure, people who buy into Bitcoin where Bitcoin was trading, 5,000, 20,000, $30,000. Last cycle, if it was here, 2022, Bitcoin dipped to 16,000. Yeah, a day like today, those people are taking profit, which is why the market is down. Which is why the market is down, following at least $1 billion also get liquidated, almost $1 billion, $800 million get liquidated in the past 24 hours. So those are the things that put the market back, but you don't have to be scared. Check it as an opportunity, embrace it. DCA is very, very important. It's one of the way to achieve a financial freedom. I keep showing you guys more people keep buying. You guys can see here, so more companies keep buying. BlackRock added at least a volume, or as you guys can see, a monthly return inflow with about $4 billion. So that is huge. So not just Bitcoin and crypto, Solana ETF is coming as well. Yes, as you guys can see. So Grayscale, so Venite, Bitwise, and Canalis Franklin. So as you guys can see, so the Solana Spot ETF. So they are still working on it, at least to make sure that they get it through. So which is important as well. So more altcoin ETF is coming. Like SROP is already declared that it's not a security. So just like a Solana ADA, we will have the ETF as well, which is it will also contribute to more money will be coming from the Wall Street. They will be buying Solana and SROP to hold in their portfolio. Guys, I will hope you guys you guys need to see this. Trump founder Justice Son is going to space. So in the next, let's say the next in the next few days, in the next few weeks. So the next 20 on the 25th. So Justice Son will be going to space. So if you want to make sure that if you want to achieve a financial freedom, at least taking a ticket with about 8 point something $million to be going to space. That's because it usually be between $10 million for a ticket, but last time I checked, they said it's not up to $10 million again. So if you want to have a ticket, get a ticket to go to space, so at least you have to make sure that you are holding a strong asset like Bitcoin and crypto. So at least you have to invest in a strong asset. So which is just his son. So who is now fucking rich as hell. So he's going to space. Lane, as you guys can see, the next few weeks. So which is huge. So hope you guys want to go to space one day. I want to at least take a ticket to space one day. Yeah, Trump's founder, Justin Sun, who bought a banana with about $1 million during what conference? I forgot the conference. So he's always spent money as hell. So he invested early in Bitcoin, and some other cryptocurrency. Now he's fucking rich. So guys, which take us here? I want you guys to see the. Okay, first, you guys can see Justice Son is going to space. But if you want to be among people who will be going to space in the next 10 years, the next 50 years, you know what to do. You have to make sure you are holding a strong asset. Oh, the market is down slightly once again. Ethereum is down slightly. Let me quickly see. Because my leverage trading, yeah, I will still be up, but not like before. Because I was up with almost about $100 just now. Because now because where Ethereum was trading between Ethereum was slightly up, and I was up with it. But I will be checking it. We'll be checking the trading before we go. I will show you guys you know, but it's slightly down right now. Maybe when I'm up with like $100 to $150, I will close the trade. I was up close to $100 just now. So guys, which take us here? This is Borovic. Borovic made this tweet about a few hours ago. So, but at first, the tweet from Watch Gulun that $805 million get liquidated. This is about a few hours ago. Not even up to not be now. At least it may be getting to at least now it may be getting to at least $1 billion. So $805 million, that is almost $1 billion that get liquidated. So I thought it's only me that always say this, that don't trade with high leverage. But guess what? So Borovic said that when we this head, when we this head that every single day that market just have a little pullback, Bitcoin just down not even up to 3%. But guess what? We already have about $1 billion that get liquidated. This is money that is it's not coming back once again. It's not coming back. It's gone, it's gone. So don't pray with high leverage. Just like now, I myself pray with leverage, but don't pray with high leverage. This is about 10x leverage, which I'm using right now. I decided to play with that leverage because the market is already down. So at least I look at the metrics. Most of the data are saying Bitcoin is still holding strong, Ethereum is still holding strong. So which is why I decided to play with that leverage. So, but just every single day decide to play with leverage when the market is already way too off. Play with 40x leverage, 50x leverage. It's not good. So losing, I don't want people losing money every single day. You got getting. So one of the way for you to easily lose your money is trading leverage. But if you have invest and hold, today Bitcoin dipped to $150,000. Tomorrow Bitcoin may be back up to $120,000. Your Bitcoin will still be there. One Bitcoin equals to one Bitcoin. So trading with leverage is one of the way to lose your money. Don't trade with high leverage, guys. So which is what is happening here. Almost about $1 billion is gone. liquidated, it's not coming back. So which is, as you guys can see here, Bolovic say, Bolovic, this is a tweet from Bolovic. He said, when we this edge, so when we this high leverage edge, so don't trade with high leverage so that you should not get liquidated. But guys, this is Bitcoin, Bitcoin lock 4 years cycle supply. So you guys can see. So over the past few years, I've been showing you. So showed you guys this chart about a few weeks ago as well. So we show that for sure, Bitcoin is here to stay, and don't be scared. So you guys can see we are in a parabolic phase. So just like as I say, after having event, and we usually have after having event, we usually have which is 18 months. And you guys can see we are in the last phase of the cycle, which is parabolic phase. So, but take profit. So you can predict the top because the market is already way too high. So Bitcoin went from at least $16,000 to $123,000. Yeah, but we still have according with this data now till end of the year, so we'll be ending the cycle. But you can predict the top, so we can predict the top with this data here. We'll still be heading at least 130 to 140 before the end of the cycle. So we show that Bitcoin will still have at least a long way to go. So having a good pullback, if you want to DCA and hope for a long term, yeah, but if you don't want to hold for a long term, okay, wait for the market to dip down. Will Bitcoin ever dip below $100,000 again? Yes, it will happen. Nothing go up forever from 16,000 to 120. I'm not trying to scare you guys, but I have to tell you guys the reality. But for you not to think that, nobody tell you this when every single day I keep telling you guys, the market will always have a pullback. So that's because, if there is no pullback, there will be opportunity. So that is why there is opportunity in crypto. So Bitcoin and crypto, there is opportunity because that is why because the crypto market is volatile. We always have a pullback. We always have up and down in the crypto space. So each time we have a pullback, you DCA. With this chart here, it's showing that we are here right now. So we show that we are in the parabolic phase of the cycle before we enter the next cycle, which will usually have a pullback. If you want to DCA, if you want to buy and hold for a long time, if you want to buy for some good time, so buy down and hold for a long term. So it's a good time for next cycle to buy. But nevertheless, so if you are just coming right now, coming into the crypto space, you want to DCA, start DCA. You have $100 to invest. Don't go all in. Start spreading the money across the market. Start spreading the money across the market. That is we call DCA, dollar cost average. You can decide to be adding $5, $2, $3 to the market once in a week, which is what I will be starting. Which is what I myself will be starting. Let's say early next year, so which I will be adding at least $50, $50 to $100 to a portfolio. A second, guys, I'm trying to refresh this for okay. So we have a little pullback now, you guys can see. So boom, have a little pullback, but let me show you guys. Okay, Ethereum is having a pullback. So on hype liquidity, as you guys can see, I decide to leverage trade. Please, the market is down, but I'm still not in loss, but I'm still in profit as well. So you guys can see here, let me zoom so you guys can see. Oh, I decided to use leverage trading because the market is slightly down with a 10S. So you guys can see here 10S. Size with about 1.6 ETH. More value with almost about $6,000, $5,897 leverage. So that's because I still believe here for sure Ethereum will recover back. My liquidation is around $3,000 per ETH. So if Ethereum deep down, to $3,000, know that Charisco has got liquidated. But I know that will happen. So that's why I'm using a little leverage. So don't use high leverage, 10S. So at least if you are just starting and you want to play with leverage, 2S, 3S, I'm willing to lose this money. So if we get liquidated, but you are just coming to the market, you just have $100 to invest. Don't play with leverage because you want to make more money. So if you decide to play with leverage with just your $100, and you can easily get liquidated and you will lose your money. So don't play with high leverage. So guys, smash like, let's do Q&A. Share the stream with your friends and family. Let's discuss Bitcoin and crypto. I know it's Friday and you guys want to enjoy. So let's do Q&A. Today we have a little pullback, a little set off, which is normal. You guys can see the fear and greediness is down below 60 once again. So which is why I keep saying that this is how easy it is for people to sentiment to change in the crypto space. So don't trade with leverage, guys. Don't trade with leverage. Buy and hold for a long term. Money which I've made in crypto, so is buy and hold for a long term. Because leverage, this that portfolio was up, that leverage trading was up with about $100 profit just about 30 minutes ago. It's already losing that $100 profit. You guys can get in. So that's how easy it is. You can turn, can make 100, you can easily make $100, $200 by using leverage trading. But it's still one of the way to easily lose $1,000. So don't trade leverage. So guys, buy and hold for a long term is best strategy. Let's do Q&A. Drop your question on the chat, guys. Let's do Q&A. You guys are amazing, man. You guys are smart and intelligent. For sure, with Bitcoin and crypto, we will all achieve a financial freedom together. Sorry, guys. You guys can see more adoption. Pakistan is already adopting Bitcoin, and El Salvador, the first country to adopt Bitcoin. They are now holding, most close to $1 billion in their treasury, about 700 and something $1 million in Bitcoin. So more people keep adopting Bitcoin. So which is why you don't need to sleep on Bitcoin and crypto. So make sure you are holding some cryptocurrency on your portfolio. Thank you all. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. How are you all doing? Hope you guys are enjoying the weekend. For sure, guys, I did not forget I'll be sending you guys $100, which I promise. It should be this weekend. Today is Friday. I have a lot of things doing, but one of these days, I will I will send it across to you guys. I will spread it to you guys who always tune in, who always share the stream, who always tune in and share the stream. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. How are you all doing? Hope you guys are enjoying the weekend, guys. So, guys, investing in crypto, it gives you an opportunity, give you freedom. Bitcoin already start for freedom. Bitcoin is the light you need. Bitcoin is everything you need. So, investing in crypto, Bitcoin and crypto work for you. So, it's an asset which you really need. All you just need to do after you have gained a financial freedom job by just investing in Bitcoin and crypto, it's just for you to eat good food, go to the gym, take care of your family, traveling around the world. And I know this is what every one of you guys need. So we need to embrace Bitcoin. So even if CZ made a tweet a few hours ago, he said, you need Bitcoin sooner than you will use Bitcoin, and you need Bitcoin sooner than you think, for sure. So you need Bitcoin sooner than you think. So you will spend Bitcoin sooner than you think. The market for sure now we have a little pullback, but don't be scared. So it's normal day in crypto. It's normal day in crypto. And don't forget, with Bitcoin also have, we also have, a record monthly close of about $115,000, despite the Bitcoin pullback. Despite we have a pullback, but we have the highest monthly close ever. So this is a record highest monthly close in history at about above $115,600. That was when we closed yesterday. We closed the monthly July yesterday with about highest record is highest monthly close. Yeah. Okay. Happy new month, guys. How are you all doing? Happy new month. Happy new month. See all the chat. Drop your question, guys. Matthew, I'm good, my bro. How are you doing? Thank you all. Happy new month. Yeah, August. August historically, I have to check again. Historically, it's not usually market usually trade sideways sometimes, so it's not usually that good. But let's see. what this year will bring. But September, I think September usually be a good month as well. Let's see. I will have to check the chart once again. Historically. Historically, August not usually bad. It just usually the market usually flat or usually deep down and recover back up. Happy New Month, guys. Bearish season, it should be next cycle, but now till the end of the year, if history is on our side, we usually have to dip down. At least the market have to start dipping down. So you guys know. So I'll be telling you guys, we usually have a 4-year cycle, which is should guys go here right now with the historical chart, you can see here. This is the history chart. You can see from this is 2018 when we ended the last cycle. When we ended 2018, when we ended the 20, when we ended the 20 what 2015, 2016, 2017, we ended the 2018, which this was the parabolic phase here. So guess what? 2019, that was when the market dipped down. So the market dipped down, which is the downside. So then the 3 years up, which we start, ending of let's say ending of 2019. That was 2020, 2020, 2021. So 2021 ending. So 2020, 2021, 2021 ending. We entered the 2022. We entered the parabolic phase. You guys can see it here. 2022, we entered the parabolic phase. Boom, 2023, the market dipped down. 2024, we're down. 2025, you can see here. So now we are in the parabolic phase once again. So, which at least early 2026, that is where the market supposed deep down. If history is on our side. Trump keep doing his things to protect his country, and the global market is down today for sure. Not just Bitcoin that is down, the global market is down. Well, the market, just having a little pullback as well. Ethereum trading at 3,570, 70. So don't be scared. Just a normal day in the market. So when the market is down like this, zoom out, you totally understand that for sure. Bitcoin has been going up, but when you zoom in, that is where you think that, oh, the market is being down, we are breaking down. No. Let's see, favor, let's see the result. It's possible for Bitcoin to get to $1 million, $5 million per coin. Yes, for sure. For Bitcoin to get to $5 million per coin, we just need to have a market cap of $100 trillion. 20 trillion Bitcoin will be holding $1 million per coin. So 100 trillion will be taking Bitcoin at least to $5 million per coin. Tron. I heard that he's the founder, which is Justice Son, which is going to space. They said he usually manipulate markets before now, but now let's see. I don't know about the guy do that much. Trump has been down over the past few years, but it happened to be that this cycle Trump has been doing good. Trump has been up this cycle very well. So Trump is being up this cycle, but it's not that up like some good altcoins at least, which you really need for sure. But nevertheless, his father has been making money, making money. Those people are fucking rich as hell. So his father has been making money. Risk. Risk what you can afford to lose. Yes, on leverage. First to 100%. So when you are trading leverage, risk what you can afford to lose. Any money you can afford to lose. So don't trade with high leverage. When you are trading with high leverage, know that it's money which you are willing to lose. It's just like you are betting against the market. So betting against the market is not good. So when you are betting against the market, still know that so if it goes the other way around, so you have to willing to lose that money. But when you are investing, you hold for sure. Bitcoin will always come back up. One Bitcoin is equals to one Bitcoin. So there's no 21 million forever. So 21 million forever. Thought on ejective. Ejective is a good hold as well. So I hold ejective. So it's just that that's my portfolio. I haven't logged in for a while. So I hold ejective. I still hold ejective. I hold ejective on, don't have to mention that. So I do hold ejective. So it's a good buy. It performed good this cycle. It's just now ejective is been down. Earlier this cycle, even if let's say 2024, ejective was up huge, was performing good. It was one of the best performing arts, but now it's been down, following the team doing this and that. So it's been down slightly, but nevertheless, I think it's still a good hold if the market pull back. So Bitcoin pulled down, back down more than this before. Before now, Bitcoin pulled down to like 114,000. It's just that Ethereum is losing strength now. So, because Bitcoin, when Bitcoin first pulled back, it pulled back down to $140,000. Ethereum was still holding above, 3,600. That was when I log into between, I log in when it was trading between, 100, when it was trading between 3,580. So Ethereum still holding, so but you guys can see it's slightly down today with 5.7%. Most of the market is totally decimated today. So, but it's down, but don't be scared. We have a long way to go, but I will still be live streaming today tomorrow as well. So you guys know if anything happen, I will be here. But smash the like, share the stream, turn on your notification bell. Even now after the stream, so share the stream to your group chat, so to your church group, to every of your group, to let them know about Bitcoin and crypto. That is because it's become one of the way to achieve a financial freedom if you hold for a long term. People who lose money in crypto are people who trade with leverage, who buy meme coins, so who don't buy the real usage, the one that have utility, the one that have a real usage like Bitcoin, Ethereum, SRP, SUI, Chelik, and the rest. So, guys, I'll be seeing you all tomorrow from 6 p.m. going. I know it's weekend. You guys want to go enjoy the weekend. So, you guys can see, showed you guys just now, the market is down today following the Tariff war and she had just coming. So, following, so we still have some positive news. Sailor raising more money to buy more Bitcoin strategy, raising another $4.2 billion after buying $2.4 billion worth of Bitcoin last week. So, not just them, Meta Planet raising more money to buy more Bitcoin. And guess what? So this is a Cardon Capital just bought another 100 Bitcoin today. So guys, you guys are smart and intelligent with Bitcoin and crypto. We will all achieve a financial freedom together. Charisco is out, guys. See you all tomorrow.